Hi VC, this is Aaron, Metha Alamere, and today I'm finishing up my J's in my collection, and I'll just get to it. There's most of this is taken up by 3 artists, but there's a couple other things mixed in. So first up, I got Elton John, and this is Tumbleweed Connection, one of his earlier records. It's pretty good. It's a little leans toward country a little bit on this one. It's got the Sound Country Comfort on here. It's all right. I mean, I prefer some of his other things better, but it's a pretty good record. And then this here is a really good record of his, Madman, Across the Water. Good stuff on here. I really like Leave On. Not as big on Tiny Dancer. I mean, it's all right, but the song Madman Across the Water is really good too. It's pretty good stuff. There's the book in here, and there's the label, the Uni. And this is a live record he did, 11/17/70. Got a little bit of water damage on something on the cover, but the record's in pretty decent shape. It's on the Rainbow label. And this is, really early. It's got Take Me to the Pilot and Honky Tonk Women, the Rolling Stones song. That's pretty cool. And then some Honky Chateau. Another pretty good record by him. This one had Rocket Man, of course. And, yeah, it's pretty good. Slave, that's a pretty good one. It's one of these weird records that open funny here. Let's see if I can get it without tearing it. There we go. There it is. And it folds way out like that. And then we got another Uni. And we got Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player. Another one with a big booklet in it. It's got all the lyrics. Yeah, it's Daniel's on here and Crocodile Rock, and pretty good record here. Let's see what label this one's on. Black MCA there. And then the double record, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Another great record. This is a really good one here. It folds out to trifold. It's got all the lyrics and crazy pictures. And then it's a slightly different label there. And then I got Caribou. It's a pretty good record. I mean, all his are pretty good. All his old stuff's pretty good. What was on this one? Oh, yeah, The Bitch Is Back. That's good. Grimsby. I like Grimsby. Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me was a big hit from that one. And then Captain Fantastic and Brown Dirt Cowboy. And yeah, he has some interesting covers here. And this one here has all kinds of inserts. It's got these scraps and lyrics. So these are, the big booklet here. Scrapbook one, and then all the lyrics and another big book. Pretty cool. And custom labels. And then, of course, his greatest hits, which we had an 8-track when I was a kid. We listened to the car all the time. It's got all his big hits. Pretty cool. Custom label on that looks just like the record. And then I have this one, and this is Greatest Hits Volumes 1 and 2 in one record. And it's still sealed. Never been opened. Original copy. That's pretty cool to have. And then next up, I got Robert Johnson, King of the Delta Blues Singers. And I believe this is like from the 70s, maybe the early 80s, from the label there. Pretty clean copy. It's a good record, good blues record there. Now I got a Southern rock type band. This is JoJo Gunn. I like them. They're pretty good. Here's the label. Asylum Records. Yeah, this is a good record. I like this one. Then I got a country record, George Jones, Wine Colored Roses. Still sealed because I don't listen to country. So. And after George Jones, I got some Howard Jones, Dream into Action. Of course, his big hit on here was No One Is to Blame. Pretty cool, kind of new wave. It's all right. And up next I got some Journey, and this here is their debut. And Journey was really different when they started than they became later on. And they had Greg Raleigh and Neil Schon. Greg Raleigh's the keyboardist and singer, and Neil Schoen's the guitarist. And they came over from Santana. They were in Santana's band, and Greg Raleigh was a singer on his first 3 Santana records, so all his real popular songs. And it has Ansley Dunbar on drums. He's a really good drummer. And I believe Ross Valerie is always with them too, but I'm not positive, the bass player. But this is really good. It's different than their 80s stuff. It's really prog, really progressive, really good stuff. And then I got Next, the same lineup on this one. This is a good record too. It's one of those top loading records. But yeah, this early Journey, it doesn't sound anything like after they got Steve Perry. It's way different. And here's the last one of their original trilogy here, called Next. And the last of their really good prog record. And I also have this. This is Journey in the Beginning. It's like a best of those 3 records. Double record here. There's the track list there. And it's, yeah, the best of the original lineup. Pretty cool record. Nothing special about the labels. And after that, Steve Perry comes in, and we got, I believe it's Infinity first. Yep, Infinity. And Greg Raleigh would stick around for a couple more records before he would leave, but this is pretty good. Yeah, it's where they started getting their, Wheel in the Sky. That's a great song. Pretty good album here. Then I've got some Evolution. Another good one. It's the same line. They at this point, when they got Steve Perry, they also got Steve Smith on the drums. He's a really good drummer. So this one's got just the same way on it, and Love and Touch and Squeeze and really big hits on this one. But the deep tracks on these records are pretty good. After that, we got Departure. That's got Any Way You Want It. Pretty good song. Starting to get some custom labels. And after that, we've got Capture. This is a live record, and this has that band with Greg Raleigh still in at this point. So I had 2 singers, at this point. And this has a big poster in it. I won't fold it out. It's well, I guess maybe I will. But this great big poster came in it. It folds out 3 ways, and then 3 ways. I won't totally unfold it, but there it is. And then after that, we got Escape. Had a lot of their biggest hits. Don't Stop Believing, Stone in Love, probably my favorite Journey song. I love that one. Who's Crying Now? Open Arms. I'm not a big fan of their ballads, but I heard that a million times when I was young. And then Frontiers, maybe my favorite record they did, other than their first 3. It's a really good record. It's got Separate Ways on here, and Center My Love, and Faithfully. Pretty good record here. And some Raised on Radio. And Randy Jackson actually played bass on this one, who was an American Idol judge for a while. Had a couple pretty good songs. This isn't quite as good as their other stuff, but it's alright. I've got the greatest hits. There's the track list. I don't have to read them all. Everyone knows all those songs. Pretty good. And I also have Greatest Hits Volume 2. Which is cool because it has Stone in Love on it, which I really like. Once it's on this, a double record here. Some labels. And next up, I got another country record, The Judds, first EP. And now to some Judas Priest. So, first up, I got their most underrated record, I think. I really love this record, Rocknrolla. I love Rocknrolla. It's a little different. It's a little more just hard rock, but it's really good. I love the songs on this. I love the song Rocknrolla Winter, Deep Freeze, Cheater. Really good record. I like this one. And then I've got it with the other cover. There's a label there. And here's a great one, Sad Wings of Destiny. Love this record. And this, I believe, is on Gold. I used to have the Janus record, but it was really worn, so I got rid of it after I got this better copy. And then Sin After Sin, this is one of my 2 favorite Judas Priest records. I love this record. It's got the Diamonds and Rust, the Joan Baez song. And, you know, it's just, I love this. Last Rose of Summer, you know, Dissident Aggressor, Call for the Priest, Raw Deal. This is a great record. And then I've got some Unleashed in the East, another really good one. Really good live album. This one has the Green Manalishi with the 2-prong horn. That's a really good song. 2-prong crown, sorry. Yeah, I'm Victim of Change. This is a really good live record. And I got some Stained Class, another really good record. This is maybe my 2nd favorite of theirs. I think I like this and Sin After Sin the best out of their records. I really love these 2. Exciter and Better You, Better Than Me, Saints in Hell. Stained Class, that song, Invader. I love this record. And then I got Killing Machine, also known as Hellbent for Leather. Good record here too. Nothing special about it, just repress of this one. Good album here. And then I got some British Steel. This is actually a sealed original copy. I prefer the deep tracks on this. You know, I like all of them, but you know, like Metal Gods and Grinder, you know, The Rage, that's really good stuff on here. And Point of Entry, kind of underrated record of them too. I like this one a lot. Heading Out to the Highway and Hot Rockin', good songs there. On the Run. And Screaming for Vengeance is an original copy, original press of it. A lot of people's favorite Priest. I mean, I like it a lot, but I like those other 2 better. Good record. And some Defenders of the Faith, another really good record. Free Will Burning, Sentinel, some Heads Are Gonna Roll. Really good record here. This might be my favorite of their 80s records. I like that one. And then some Turbo, which I actually like. A lot of people don't, but I've always liked it. Out in the Cold's a great song. You know, Locked In, Turbo Lover, you know, everyone knows those. Pretty good record. Then I got some Priest Live, double live record. I prefer Unleashed in the East to this one, but this is good too. They're all good. I like all their stuff. And then I got Ram It Down. I actually saw them on this tour. And Cinderella was supposed to open for them. I was all excited because I'd seen Cinderella before and they were really heavy. I really liked them. And I got there and Cinderella, for some reason, pulled out and ended up being Slayer. And that's the first time I ever really heard Slayer a lot, and it made me become a big Slayer fan. Seeing them live, they were really good. But they were better than Judas Priest, I thought. They were really good. And then Painkiller, repress of Painkiller. This is a great record. And that's all my Judas Priest. I need to get Firepower, or, you know, all the newer ones. I don't have them. So, yeah. That's about where I end there. But, yeah, that's a pretty good. And I'm coming up, I'll do my K's next. And it's not huge because I put my Kiss records separate, which I have about 40 of. So I've already done the Kiss records, so it'll be all the K's other than that. And, all right, rock on. Have a good one.